Alright, what's up guys? So I have another video for you today, and today's story is going to be one of the craziest things that has ever happened. So, this happened like a year or two ago, and I was sitting in class, and it was, keep in mind, the last mod, and we had a substitute teacher, so it was pretty much the easiest 45 minutes of school we would ever have. And everyone was just like ready to get out, like everyone was so chill, and except this one kid. And this kid always liked giving another kid shit, and we're not just going to keep calling them that kid. So we're going to call this one kid Jared, and then he always liked to mess with Keith. Yeah, we're going to call him Keith. So Jared, he goes up to Keith, and he says the one phrase that will always remain in my conscious: "I'm peanut butter, you're jelly. Let's spread all over each." I'm not even kidding. And it was pretty loud too. And anyway, so Keith, I think that's the name I gave him, freaks out, like slamming his hands down on his desk, like going off on this kid, which I mean, like, is kind of justified, because this kid always like fucking with him. But anyway, so he's like freaking out, yelling, "Jared, what is wrong with you? I hate you!" Like just freaking out and like yelling at him. And of course, Jared, he decides to do these little things, like just keep looking at him, smiling, waving, like pretty much being a douchebag to him. And what ends up happening is this kid freaks out, and so then Keith, I'm pretty sure that's the name I gave him, grabs his pen and starts like holding it like a knife. And I even say, "Hey bro, you should probably chill out." And I sit right next to him, me and my friend, just like, we sit around him, so we just had to like deal with this whole like scenario. It was pretty bad. Like I just wanted to go home at that point. And so then Keith, he looks at me holding his knife pencil, clicks it, like, you know, it's he gotta get his blade ready, and he says, "I swear to God, you open your mouth again, I'm gonna stab you," like freaking out. And of course, this Jared guy, I forgot his name, he decides to say, just like, I don't remember what he said, honestly. He just said, "What are you gonna do? Stab everyone in the class?" And I don't know why he said this, but apparently like someone was talking about their dog or something, like what they're going to name their new puppy. So he yells out, "I'm going to name my dog Mass Murder." Like I don't even know why this came up, but he yelled, "I'm going to name my dog Mass Murder." And the whole time the sub, he's like this old dude with a cane. I felt really bad for him. Like I just want like everyone to go home. I just want the situation to be diffused. There's like nothing, like everyone was trying to like diffuse the situation, but Jared was like, his obnoxious aroma was just too much for Keith. And the sub was just like, he was just trying to like sleep or like block this whole thing out. Like he was done with his day. Pretty much everyone was. And anyway, so this kid keeps threatening to like stab people with his knife pencil. It wasn't even a knife, it was just a pencil. But yeah, so he's clicking his pencil, staring everyone down the whole time. And he gets up, grabs his chair, and just starts smashing it into his desk. Like when you go to like push your chair in, he did that. But like these are really big desks too. Like I don't even know what to compare them to, but there's like big desks, like the bathtub of desks. And that was a weird comparison. But he just starts smashing his chair into the desk, yelling, "I'm going to kill you, Jared." Almost said his real name, but he's yelling that. And then he, of course, has to get into Jared gets up and turns paper and looks at him with like just this like smuggiest smirk possible, and says, "Hey, how's that work coming?" And of course, you know, he didn't start it because he's holding his pencil ready to shank some guys prison style. And the whole time, it's like everything is like escalating. So then Jared walks over to Keith, just like, you know, piss him off more than he already is. He's like, "Oh, you have nothing done." And he just yells as loud as possible, "Jared, I will murder you and your family!" Like freaking, like beyond freaking out. This was like Charles Manson level insanity this kid was producing. Like, it's somewhat justified because the other kid just kept messing with him and kept provoking him. But in a way, like, there are ways to chill. Like, I've had bad days, but I haven't threatened to kill someone and their whole family. So then, of course, the sub, who does the one thing, the sub does the one thing he can, which is call the principal. And the principal comes and just, like, finger motions, like, "Come here," into the hallway, and yeah, Keith got suspended for like 2 or 3 days, like out of school suspension. It might have been in school actually. I'm not sure, but no one saw him in class, so I think it was out of school. But yeah, and Jared, of course, he thought it'd be funny to do that one more time, and when he did, he got like suspended. Like it didn't even escalate as bad as Jared was trying to make it, like as bad as this time. He just walked up to Keith another day and said the same peanut butter line, but a teacher was there and said, "Hey Jared, like what? Go to the office." And yeah, he ended up like every year we do this like party where we just like get to hang out for like the last day of school, and he got like 2 days out of school suspension, or actually I think he was in school, but he also had to miss the final party, which was kind of karma working its magic there. But yeah, moral of the story is don't antagonize people, and don't threaten to name your dog mass murder. Like don't name your dog mass murder. And yeah, so that was the video for the day. Leave a like if you enjoyed, comment what other kind of videos you'd want, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe.